What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Ange Predicts YouTube channel. I am Ange and I predict stuff. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe with the bell on. If you're looking to access my premium parlays for each sport I cover, as well as premium picks and betting strategies, become a member of my channel today by clicking the join button at the bottom of the video. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Ange's Daily Picks for today, Wednesday, December 27th, 2023. In this video, I will be going through my picks for today and I will be explaining why I take them, guys. Please note that these picks are subject to change based on news, lineup changes, and other information. Now, before we get into this video, guys, I just want to remind you that I am having a Boxing Week sale, guys, on my YouTube memberships for my premium picks, guys. If you become a level 1 Ange supporter for only 99 cents a month, you get free access to my parlay, premium picks, and betting blog for a month, guys. So take advantage of that deal. All right, guys, let's get right into the action. All right, guys, we have for the NHL, the Blue Jackets going up against the Devils. The Blue Jackets on the road, it's a different story. At home, they're very strong. I do like the Devils in this situation, guys. Give me the Devils money line. Capitals versus the Rangers. The Capitals, guys, like I said, Ovechkin is just not, doesn't have that mojo anymore. The Rangers are at home. They're on fire. Give me the Rangers in regulation. Panthers versus Lightning. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I have a hard time choosing a side here. If I had to choose, it would probably be Lightning, but I'm going with the over. Senators versus Toronto. The two last times that these two teams played, the Senators had the upper hand, guys. They have a new coach. They've been playing better. Toronto's got some goaltending issues. I like Ottawa against the spread on this one. Bruins versus the Sabres, guys. The Bruins, they started off strong and they're kind of slowing down a bit, whereas the Sabres, they do have a lot of their key players back in Jack Quinn and Tage Thompson, Tuuk, and Dallin are back. They're an emerging team. Give me the Sabres against the spread. Penguins versus Islanders, guys. This is there's a rivalry between these two teams. They just hate each other. I definitely wouldn't take the under on this game because, like I said, we could see a lot of goals. But I do like the Islanders at home to take this one. Red Wings versus the Wild, guys. Listen, the Red Wings with Kane are an over team. The Wild will be able to keep up with them, though. So I'm taking the over 5.5 additional spread. All right, Hurricanes versus the Predators. The Predators are rock solid at home. The Forsbergs and company, they really know how to take care of business. The Hurricanes are very bad on the road, and they're also really disappointing this year, guys. I'm going with the Predators against the spread. Next up, we have the Stars and the Blues. I'm not going to take too much time with this one, guys. I think the Stars are clearly a better team, scoring more goals, more consistent. Give me the Stars on the money line. Avs versus the Coyotes. The last two times these teams played, it went under, and both of these teams, if they have Ingram in for Coyotes and Georgiev, it'll probably go under. So give me the under. Jets versus the Blackhawks. I know the Blackhawks play well at home, but listen, they are stretched thin with injuries. They're not looking to get any more points. They're probably going to be going for Macklin Celebrini, the first overall pick. Give me the Jets in regulation. Kraken versus Flames. 2 out of the last 3 times these two played, it went over. Give me the over 5.5. Vegas and Ducks, guys. 2 of the last times they played, it also went under. Listen, I have a hard time choosing. Both of the 2 last games, one time Vegas won, one time the Ducks won. I'm going to go with the under, guys. All right, World Juniors, we have Slovakia versus Switzerland. I'll tell you guys this much. Listen, Switzerland, I didn't watch the preliminary game, so I can't really tell you their status, how good they are or whatever. But I know that Slovakia did play today, and they won pretty convincingly. They're in my opinion, underestimated for sure. If you look at their roster, it's incredible how many scores they have. Give me Slovakia on the money line. Germany versus Finland. This is Germany's first game. Finland just lost to Canada. I believe it was a 5-2 score. Listen, I think it'll be closer than you think against Germany. Although I looked at Germany's roster and there's not really the players that I saw last year and the years before. I still do think this game could stay under 8 goals. So give me the under 7.5 additional spread. Czechia versus Norway, guys. Norway only lost to the United States 4-1. That tells you a lot about Norway, guys. Either they have a good goalie or a solid defense. If they could keep only 4 goals against USA, it's going to be even closer, obviously, against Czechia, who's a team that lost against Slovakia. I see this going under, guys. I'm taking the under 6.5. Canada versus Latvia. Listen, guys, I gave Latvia a chance last year. Like I said, I'll be very open with you guys. I underestimated Latvia, and they were an incredible team last year. And that's why this year in the first game, I gave them the +4 spread. Unfortunately, it didn't happen with Sweden. They lost 6-0, which is pretty close. I don't think it's Latvia from last year, guys. Canada is a good team. I don't think they're a monster team, but I think they could cover the -4.5 additional spread. NBA, guys, we have the 76ers versus the Magic. The Magic, this is 2 games and 2 nights. But listen, if Embiid is not playing for the 76ers, I still like these Magic against the spread. Raptors versus Wizards. Wizards also playing 2 games and 2 nights. I'd rather go with the Raptors who are more rested. Give me the Raptors to cover. Bucks versus the Nets. This is another game that they're playing 2 games and 2 nights. This is going to be a battle, it's the war zone. Listen, the Bucks are going to get a lot of points. They always get a lot of points, whether they're at home or on the road. And the Nets, will they be able to keep up? That's the question. Either way, I'm taking the over. Suns versus the Rockets, guys. I believe the Rockets are playing. There's 2 games and 2 nights. Once again, Suns are obviously rested here. I might be taking the Suns against the spread. Knicks versus the Thunder, guys. Listen, these Knicks are emerging in the last few games, really impressing me. Going against my beliefs on them, honestly, I think they could compete with the Thunder, guys. I'm gonna give the Knicks on the money line here. Cavs versus the Mavericks. In the last game, the Mavericks were convincing with Doncic back, Exuma back. I know there's maybe 1 or 2 players missing, but they're definitely back up there. They're at home. Give me the Mavericks team total over. All right, next up we have soccer, guys. We have Chelsea going up against Crystal Palace. Listen, guys, Chelsea's been a disappointing team probably for the last couple of years now. It's not a money line team for sure. This is going to be a lot closer than you think, guys. I'm going with the first half under. Brentford versus the Wolves. The Wolves are another team that's really, really impressing me, honestly, doing much better than their stats. Brentford, it's always a threat here. Something tells me it's either going to be a tie or it's going to go the Wolves' way, so give me the Wolves or tie. Everton versus Manchester City. This is going to be an interesting game, guys. I don't think it's going to be a Manchester City blowout, guys. I mean, Everton obviously is a team that could put some goals in here. I'd either go with the both teams to score yes or the over. All right, guys. College football. You have Virginia Tech versus Tulane. To me, this is probably one of the trap games of the schedule. Listen, Virginia Tech is the favorite, even though they're 6-6, and I believe Tulane was, I think, 10-3 or 4. Listen, this is a tricky one. I just don't see how Tulane could not stay in the spread, though. So I'm going to take Tulane plus 10.5. All right, North Carolina versus Western Virginia. This is a close one, guys. Both of these guys have the same record. Both of these guys could rush. It's going to be a fun game, guys. These are games that matter, guys. Like I said, these are end-of-the-year games for the Bulls. Listen, I am taking North Carolina against the spread. I do think they have a chance here. Louisville versus the Trojans. If there's a game that you could take over, it's probably this game, guys. Like I said, these Trojans are a monster team that can put up a lot of points, usually around 30 points. Same goes with Louisville here. I'd probably like the over on this one. Texas versus OKU. Although these are 2 very similar teams, I would say, in terms of stats and everything. OKU, they are at home. They're a pretty consistent team. I like OKU to cover the spread, guys. All right, guys, we are finishing off with the NCAA basketball. There's one game here. We have the Morgan State Bears versus Virginia. This is a pretty obvious one, guys. It's a lopsided game. Virginia's at home. They're 9-2. Depending on the spread, guys, it might be a huge spread, but I'm taking Virginia to cover. All right, guys, those were my picks for today. I hope you enjoyed them. I'm Ange, and I'm out of here, guys. Take care, and good night.